set everything up.
All right, everyone. Thank you for coming, and welcome to Jesus Laughed's third movie review, where all of us tell you if you should go out and see this movie. It's simple as that. Now, let's go over the overview of the video. This is X-Men Days of Future Past is the movie that we all saw.
Great movie.
And some of us saw it in 3D, some of us didn't. Doesn't matter. It's time for Steven to do the overview of the movie.
Okay.
So Steven, what's the overview?
Well, the film is a sequel to First Class and Last Stand, so it takes place. The film begins opening up where all the mutants are enslaved, and those who tried to help the mutants escape these things called the Sentinels, which were created to hunt down and destroy the mutants. So, as the Sentinels are coming to destroy what's left of the X-Men and the Brotherhood of Mutants, Kitty Pryde and Professor X have a plan to send Wolverine back into the future to prevent. Again, this is a comic book movie, so
To
a
the
lot
past,
of this
actually,
doesn't. Yeah,
to the
he's
past.
sending to the
future.
past. Sorry, to the past, sending Wolverine to the past to stop Mystique from killing the Doctor who created the Sentinels. So they send him back in time, and basically what happens is Wolverine meets up with a young, very bitter Professor X, trying to talk him into helping him break Magneto out of jail and prevent Mystique from killing the Doctor who created this. So,
spoiler alert.
Not well.
No,
I mean,
that's not a spoiler.
basically, what it is they're in a bad situation, so bad that there's no way they can deal with the problem. It's so bad that they have to go back in time to fix a problem that caused this whole war that's been going on, and they send Wolverine back, and it just goes through the struggles of Wolverine to convince the early X-Men who were. They were stupid. They were more stupid when they were younger because they had a lot of their emotions, people that they were dealing with, that they just didn't know how to react to a guy coming from the future telling them that this is a big problem that was going to happen and how to react. But that's basically what it is. So now that we've heard that, I want to hear everyone's take on it, and I want a yes and no. Okay, everyone is going to say what they thought about the movie, and if we're going to say a yes or a no. If you our viewers should watch it or not. Should you spend the money to go see this movie? I will be the first one to say I think it was worth it. I'll get into further on why I didn't like it as much as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot better than it was, just because of the ending and how everything sort of came to fruition in the movie. But I say it's definitely worth watching. I think I watched it in 3D, and I guess I must admit it was very, very well put together, and just the visual and the cinematography was stunning. So I think for that reason alone, you should see the movie, and it's not bad. So, all right, Nate Dogg, what do you think about the movie? Yes or no, and then why?
As an X-Men fan, 100%, I would have to say, go see this movie right now. Yes, and another yes.
Okay.
I mean, the movie was just absolutely amazing. Now, I understand for those who are not really comic action type fans, you know what, this might not be the best movie for you. But if you like action and you like X-Men in some sort of way, from movies, comics, anything, undoubtedly, 100%, this is one of the best X-Men that has come out to date.
Okay.
To date.
That's a big statement there. So the big yes, a yes from me. Sean, what would you say?
I would most definitely say yes. I mean, it was a good movie. I didn't see any of the other X-Men previous to this.
so he's talking from.
But having watched them after the movie, that movie really did make sense into where it came at. Yet, I do not like the way they reset all the previous events and made them obsolete. Which that's just like a.
And that sort of goes into what actually happens.
But
Right,
I mean,
happens in the movie.
it's not obsolete. It's all a part of the story that is created.
All right,
so,
all right.
I mean,
But
yeah,
yes.
we need to keep going here, so you can see if you want to watch the movie or not. David, what would you say?
You know, as someone who's never seen the movies either, I would say it depends on what you're looking for in the movie. Because there were some parts where if you're like me who's just coming in to see a movie, that it was a great movie. But if you're a giant X-Men fan over here like Stephen, then you would really hate this movie because you already know it. You know, you're like coming from a background of it, and you'd be like, wait, what just happened? And you just really wouldn't want to. You'd wonder after the movie why you just spent your money going to see a movie like that.
Okay, so for you, it's a yes, is what you're saying.
For me, it's a yes.
Okay.
Are we giving it a star system?
We'll do that at the end. For now, it's just a no or yes. We have
Okay.
4 yeses, and
You gotta go see the movie if you've seen the other X-Men movies. That's just something you have to do. Here's what you do. Watch it up until Wolverine comes back to the present and then walk out. Don't watch the last 5 minutes. Don't. Whatever you do, do not watch the last 5 minutes. All right, so basically what they did.
no,
this is no.
the last 5
Spoiler!
minutes. We can't go into that yet. We can't go into the last 5 minutes yet. This is for the viewers that haven't seen the video. Okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
I'm not
go
a
see
rapper.
it. Go see it. Don't watch the last 5 minutes.
Oh,
Watch
that's
those
all he's
last
gonna
5
say,
minutes.
folks. That's
Watch
all
it.
he's gonna say. Okay. I mean, all right.
Watch it.
Obviously, we have 5 people that say go watch it.
The
mean, you
one
can
thing
still
is,
make the
the one
decision.
thing is though, don't go see it in 3D. The extra $2 to $5 that you're gonna pay is not worth it. Spider-Man was worth it. Went to see it in 3D. This movie was not.
So
The
you
3D
saw both 3D and 2D?
No, I saw the 3D version, but I felt like I wasted another $2 to see it in 3D.
Okay, that's Steven's. Me personally, I saw it in 3D and I thought it was spectacular, but I didn't see Spider-Man in 3D, so I really don't have anything to compare it to.
Don't waste the money for
So,
3D. Just put on some glasses.
It's up to you.
That's all you
Maybe,
need.
maybe save that $2 and spend it on some popcorn,
Oh, please, that'll buy you
or
like a
you
can
could
of
go to
soda.
McDonald's afterwards. I don't know, but you should see it. That's
the
what we all
McChicken.
agree on.
Get the McChicken.
Now we're going to go to a point of the show where we're going over spoilers. Okay, we're going to tell you exactly what happens in the movie. So if you have not seen it, please do not watch it at this point.
Okay, can I go on with the first problem with the film?
You can.
Okay, well, problem number one. If you saw X-Men 3, I'm so sorry for you. That movie was so bad with the. But at the in the
that movie.
you just said you hadn't seen any of the
I
movies,
just watched
Sean.
them all. I just watched them all right after.
Oh, after. Okay. All right. No, X-Men 3 was terrible. But in that movie, Jean Grey, who is now the
Oh, that
Phoenix,
was terrible.
kills Professor X. How on earth is Professor X still alive? Thank you, Marvel Studios, for not clearing that up for me at all. That's problem number one with the movie. Second of all, the movie's based on Days of Future Past. And I know Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, is the greatest actor for Wolverine. I mean, he just is Wolverine. As much as Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. But in the
What about Tobey
comics...
Maguire being Spider-Man? Is that
Don't give me Tobey Maguire. Don't give me Tobey Maguire. Anyway, as much as Wolverine is, you know, Hugh Jackman's great in Wolverine and you can make instant money off of him. Here's the problem. Kitty Pryde is the person who goes back in the future. Why did you change the main character who goes back in the future? Now, yes, the essence is there in the comics, but in Uncanny X-Men 201 to 204, I think it is,
Okay.
it's Kitty Pryde that goes back in the future.
Back in
not
the past.
Back in the past. Sorry, I get
Back
Days
to the future.
No, all right.
we're not reviewing that, okay, guys?
No,
But yeah.
later?
Okay, the biggest problem with these movies is Marvel made how many? 3 X-Men, 2 Wolverine movies, and a
Yeah.
First Class. So 6 films. On this 7th film, they're like, X-Men: The Last Stand was so bad. This is what we're gonna reset the entire universe. At the end of the movie, so Wolverine changes the whole past, which now in the future comes back. Who's alive? Jean Grey's alive. Cyclops is still alive. I mean, what is up with this? You killed these characters off for a reason. Stay dead. So this is what Marvel basically.
I agree. I gotta admit,
That's what
that
people
is-
tell you
that-
too.
Steven, you are
Shut up,
exactly
Dan.
right. You are exactly right. I mean, I expected a movie that actually left you with something, that you actually had some feeling for what happened in the movie.
Yeah, it
like,
left you for
oh,
waiting
you
for
know
another
what?
movie.
Oh man, there has to be some way that's got to resolve in the next movie. No, there's nothing. Everything's resolved. Everything's perfect. Everything's fine. And although people are going to say, well, there's more problems because now this new world's going to have problems, and they sort of hinted in the movie that even when you change past, it still is going to sort of almost work out to be the same thing. But you know, I hate the scripts that all they do is just try to reboot themselves for no reason. I just thought it was stupid.
All right, so here's the other side to where you're kind of as huge fans of this franchise.
First of all, I'm not a huge fan. I'm just a basic fan. I don't get
So
into
you're a
the-
basic fan, okay?
Exactly.
Basic fan, huge fans, whatever your
Cup of tea
criteria is as an X-Men fan. I think it was brilliant what Marvel did. First of all, because
Yeah, to make money. It was brilliant to make
Yes,
money.
Yes,
Yeah.
it
I know.
was brilliant. To
I
make
wanna
money,
make money. I mean, if
and
you were doing that, you do
brilliant
that
for
too.
X-Men fans because why? First off, they get to reset. I mean, it's still a part
You
of.
killed Cyclops off.
Yes.
Keep him dead. James
but what
Marsden
about those
should
Cyclops
never
fans?
act
All right,
in another
Cyclops
movie.
fans
Yeah,
are
Steve,
back
Steve,
now.
here, hold on. Let me talk for a little bit. All right. So I think it was a unique plot twist. As a movie producer, you cannot stick straight to the comics, or it's going to become boring for the fans.
Right.
Yeah.
Those who watch it. So what you do, you twist up the plot, you make the movie different, new, unique, to where people want to come back and watch it. I think that's what Marvel
and if you
did.
wanted that to do
Marvel
that,
did that.
don't make it where it's
No,
just
no,
a whole
no.
recycling and everything. Oh, it's
I think it
go
was
to Back to the Future.
Instead of, you know what?
Guys, this is the
Marvel
cycle.
could've-
It worked
Marvel-
for
This is the cycle
Spider-Man.
we're trying to
Shut
make,
up,
guys. Do you want?
Guess
do you,
what?
Do you want it to be?
Guess what?
They kill off characters. Oh no, it's all bad. And then every 7th video, they all go to the past and change it again.
Well, what do you think they're
and
doing
then
with
they go
Star
to
Wars?
another 7th video, and then go back and then change it again. This makes no sense. All right.
The only
we
one
don't
that-
want that
what
cycle.
other franchise
The only
has
person
done
who
that,
pulled that
though?
off.
None. It was unique. Plus,
Unique.
Yes, it was
Uniquely
unique.
bad.
No,
Exactly.
really.
James
Really?
Marsden should never
All right,
act
well, let's look at
as
the critics
Cyclops
review.
again.
Let's look at the
Karras
critics.
should never act in a
IMDb
Jesus
rated this
Lab
movie
film.
No.
8.7
This-
out of
the
10
movie-
stars.
and
All right,
I would
Rotten
give the movie.
Tomatoes
I would
in
give
the
the. I would give.
90% in critics and users.
I
You
would give
cannot
the. No.
say
I would give
that
the movie. I would give the movie.
Well, the
8.5
movie-
to 8.
8.5?
8.5 to 8 point. But here's the thing. You literally the whole movie.
Guys,
it is
who doesn't
so
want to see
entertaining.
Apocalypse? Who does not want to see a
But
movie
it's not gonna be. It's
about
not gonna be.
Apocalypse?
It's not gonna be based off Days of Future Past. It's gonna be based off First Class. X-Men Apocalypse is going to be a First Class sequel, not a.
So
all
wait,
the
now they're
part-
going to totally trash what they did in Days of Future Past?
No,
and
in
just
other words,
make a
they're
new
not.
one?
They're not continuing with Days of Future Past. They pretty much, from what I'm hearing, due to Hugh Jackman not wanting to come back as Wolverine after this next Wolverine sequel.
What?
Yeah,
There's another
he's done.
Wolverine sequel.
There is
coming.
another Wolverine sequel coming out.
You might not have heard it here
He's a
first,
beast.
but this is news. This might be news to you guys. There's going to be another Wolverine coming out. Hugh Jackman.
It
But
will
this
most
looks
likely
like
end
it's
Hugh
going to
Jackman's
be-
career.
This is,
No,
this is going to
as
be his
Wolverine.
last movie.
As Wolverine, yes, he's play. You have to
Wait, he's
realize
going to come back
been,
as another superhero? Is that what you're saying?
he's
in
been
X-Men?
he's been in 7. No. But
You're saying as Wolverine.
He's been
He'll
in
come back as
7
Professor
movies
X,
as
don't
Wolverine.
Yes,
worry.
he's going to come back as Professor X.
With
And he's going to have also the brain power and the sharp blades out of his fist.
That's sarcasm.
It's going to be great.
But anyway, no. So, but you look at this film. So they kind of ended it. This is the last regular X-Men 4 is the last regular X-Men movie for the foreseeable future. They might recast Wolverine, but I don't think you can do that. Hugh Jackman's just too great. But you look at it. I mean, you literally wasted the entire. You wasted my time. How many?
I agree, guys.
11 to 12 years I've been invested in these movies, and they're like, screw you, man. We're
Basic
gonna do
X-Men
our
fan?
own thing.
What's this kid?
Hey,
I know,
Wow.
right? Thank
No,
you.
no.
there the truth comes out.
Wow,
Truth
you
comes
know.
out.
Hey,
you know
although
what?
Hey,
Steven,
I'm just saying.
Mr.
I don't
11
think-
to 12 years, you know. No, don't even talk to me anymore.
Shut up, Gabe.
Quiet.
I'm sorry.
Quiet.
I
I don't need this
totally
from
have to
you.
agree. I mean, setting this whole thing up, just the ending totally screwed the movie up. I don't think it screwed it up to where I wouldn't tell you as a viewer or someone that hasn't seen it to watch it, but it really
But you also
made
think
it bad.
about
Wait,
It
wait,
was
wait,
bad.
wait,
It was
shut up,
very
I'm
bad.
talking.
It was very
You
bad.
also
I didn't think it
too.
was.
Could the first, like the original X-Men generation of our time be passing away, and now they're trying to let a new generation of X-Men fans come into
No,
play?
obviously,
Valid point.
that's what
That-
they're
that
doing.
is a solid
But
point.
whether that's the goal or not, we're trying to think this from what they would be doing.
Well-
I'm trying to view this as just a viewer. I haven't watched. I don't think I've ever watched any full X-Men movie.
What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I just, like Steven,
Oh, she
11
won.
years. This is my first full X-Men movie.
And
I've
he's
actually
still
watched.
feeling emotionally.
And I just don't-
you built up my emotions with
Then-
these characters.
I would argue then, why do you have any right to speak? You just don't have a right to speak. This is
I
the
have a right to
first,
speak.
first movie that you've seen. You don't have a right
People
to have an opinion
haven't
about
seen it, and people have seen it, and those are going to be the people that watch it no matter what. I mean, you know.
Well, basically,
you know what?
this is how it is. I think the movie ticks me off, but this is the thing. You are going to enjoy it. The movie's a great movie. It is worth seeing, and I would encourage you. But and if you have a problem with the ending, please let us know. I would love to argue with all of you because that's what I love to do. So please let me know.
No, the ending is the most important. I would argue that the
Well,
ending
it is.
the
And
most
you
important part
you
of the
literally
video.
said.
And I think they did a
You
great
literally
job.
said I'm
They
going to
did a great
toss
job at the ending.
11
I think that was
years.
perfect.
11 years of X-Men movies. We're going to toss it out
Flush.
the window.
Flush.
Exact, down the toilet. You
That's
wasted
basically
my
what you did.
time and my energy. So.
All right, so
Okay,
so
okay,
you're gonna
okay.
go
Except
like
for the
you're,
fact
are you
that
saying that you're gonna start it over like Spider-Man
all
series?
those movies.
No.
They start a whole
Like,
new-
if they're going
because-
to focus on First Class, the early days of the X-Men. That's what because people are in love with Jennifer Lawrence's
Yeah, they are.
Mystique. But yeah, Jennifer Lawrence to be
She
fair,
was-
the actors who play Magneto, Professor X, and Wolverine, they always do a great job. I
did
never
a great
have
job.
Michael Fassbender,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
who's the other dude? I mean, and you know, they all Ian McKellen, they all do a great job acting. But the rest of it, the supporting cast, I don't love the guy who plays young. And it really ticks me off to where, you know, there's just. You built up 11 years and you said now we're resetting it.
No,
We're
the past
resetting
was
it.
good. The idea that you have to go into the past to change
But the
something.
future,
I
you
understand.
messed up the future.
But how it fully affected and like everything. I hate how everything is right at the end. Everyone is doing fine. Everyone is having a great time. And it's just like it's too perfect. The ending is too perfect for me. I don't like to see that ending where everything's great and everything. And it's just come on. You gotta.
You got to leave us
something-
emotionally
You
scarred.
gotta leave
Exactly.
a problem.
You gotta leave a
emotionally
little
scarred.
problem. You can't. It can't be everything. Perfect.
Guys,
like
hey,
you
guys,
gotta be
wait,
realistic.
Hey,